Okay, so our first step is to translate the words in the problem into symbols, um, including the question itself. So let's look for things that we can translate. So water is flowing into a cone at a rate of 2 cubic centimeters per minute. So so for this part in blue, that's telling us how the volume is changing. And in fact, we can tell from the units, cubic centimeters is usually for volume and minutes is for time. So that's exchange in volume with respect to time is equal to 2 cubic centimeters per minute. And the reason why this is positive is because the volume is increasing. So it's positive since V is increasing. If the situation would have been that water is being drained out of the tank and the volume is decreasing, then we would have had to put the negative sign there ourselves. So that's the first part in blue. And the question itself is actually asking, how fast is the water level rising? So the water level is being measured in as the height of this blue kind of inner cone there. So so I'm going to, in pink, I'm going to label variables. So here's our height, h, of the water. And here's our radius r, which is the radius of water. So how fast is the water level rising? That's talking about a change in h. In fact, a change in h with respect to time. So the question is asking us to find dH over dt equals question mark. And then when it is 5 centimeters deep, so we want to find dH over dt when h, because 5 centimeters is just a regular height, so when h is equal to 5 centimeters. So that's the pink part translated into words there. And notice a temptation is to look at this and say, oh, height is 16 and radius is 4. I'll put h equals 16 and r equals 4. No, that's not applicable, because remember, and this is why we wrote it in words, h is the height of the water. 16 is the height of the full cone. 4 is the radius of the full cone, right? Whereas r is the radius of the water. So 16 and 4 are different from the pink r and h. In fact, if we want to put 16 and 4 into this picture, the 16 is there kind of solidly as the height of the whole cone, and 4 is there solidly as the radius of the whole cone. So that's where it would come into play.